everyone, it's Greedos Dorito here, and today we're going to take a look at the Pasaana Speeder Chase from The Rise of Skywalker. It comes with 4 minifigures and retails for $50 in Canada. So let's take a look at the minifigures. The first minifigure we're going to look at is Rey. The printing on the torso and the legs and the hip is really good. I really like it when the printing on the torso, the hip, and the legs just meld into one print. This does a really good job of that. The lightsaber is the clear kind. It's not frosted at all like they've been doing with recent sets. So if you like the clear kind, then this is a set with that. Going over to the back, the printing is really good there too. It doesn't go to the legs because they don't do printing on the back of the legs. That might change in the future, but right now at the time of the recording this video, they don't do that. Our next minifigure is BB-8. And the printing around BB-8 is, I think, the same as they've done with other sets, like in The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens. The only edit I think they did was on the head right here, and it took me a little bit to get used to because I was used to seeing the old one, but I think this one is more accurate to the actual character. Our third minifigure is what I thought was a First Order Stormtrooper, but found out to be a tread speeder pilot for the First Order. The main indication of that is right here. You can see a little red thing. The rest of it's pretty good. His helmet is a new mold. They updated the head mold for the Stormtrooper helmet for the First Order. The rest of it looks good. Not really any problems with the printing. Again, the printing melds right into one with all the prints, and I really like that. And yeah, overall pretty good figure. Our last minifigure is a Jet Trooper from the First Order, and there's a backpack piece. I'm not sure if this is a new mold or not, but it's a pretty good mold, whatever it is. You can kind of see there's a jetpack look on the bottom of the backpack, and I really like that. There's a 1x1 tile that has a print that also has some red markings on there. The helmet piece is also new, and the blaster is just a regular medium blaster from what it looks like. The printing is good. There's also a bit of a red on there as well. And there is printing on the back, which also looks pretty nice. And that's pretty much it for the Jet Trooper. Our next category is playability, and this does not have an overly lot amount of playability, but it does have a little bit. The Tread Speeder has 2 stud shooters, one on this side and one on this side. They have a dark green stud that you shoot off, not a light green like is in some other sets. There's only one stud shooter on the main speeder here. It's right on the side. The other side has a pole here, not quite sure what that is, and another engine. Also, this little side build, which is like a little tent or building or something, you can move the ladder down and up. And there's a bit of binoculars you can move up and down as well. You can also take off both of these 2 bins, and there's extra studs in here and some extra stuff in here. And that's pretty much it for playability. Our next category is interior, and on the Tread Speeder, there's not really interior. You can sit the minifigures there, but there's not really interior. You can open up this, but there's not much room or studs to put stuff on. You could attach something there, right here, but I don't think it's meant to do that. On this speeder, you can put minifigures on as well. There's a little spot in here where you can take one of the bins and slide it in. And actually has a stud where you can put it in there. So that works, but there's not really interior in there. There is interior in the little building, but you have to take out 1 or 2 of the bins to get someone to actually fit underneath there. And that's pretty much it for interior. Our last category is look, and in general, all things look pretty good. My favorite part is the red speeder itself because it's really smooth, and I don't see a lot of places that it could be improved. The main part that it could be improved, though, is on the main part here. Oh dear. It's kind of bland a little bit on the walking area, and I think maybe they could have more evened it out, made it more even with the colors. The Tread Speeder looks like a typical LEGO Star Wars set. There's not a lot of detail. It's not really smooth for such a small size, but it's pretty good. I think it works. And this is a nice little side build too. One modification that I've actually made to the tread speeder to make it more accurate to the movie is moving all of this up one. What that does is it makes this part here able to move freely. So that does make this just hang down, but then you can act out scenes where you can like flip this up and the jet trooper will go flying. With the modification done, it does look a little bit different. For example, right here, these parts are more farther out, and this does not protrude out as much as before. But what you can do is, right here, you can set up scenes like that, and if you do it too little, then it's just going to fall back down. But if you get it angled right, you can do some pretty nice scenes that are more accurate. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave a like and or subscribe. Also, if you have a comment, you can leave it in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time.